Hello guys and welcome to another speed build on my channel. Today's speed build is a restaurant that's meant mostly for toddlers, so that's why it has a big playground area and it also has some mascots so that it really looks like a children's restaurant. So this is meant to be sort of like Burger King or McDonald's, which have the slides that your kids can go through. And yeah, that's why it has a separate playground area, which I did have to make bigger at some point. As you can see, I wanted it to be a two-story building to maybe have part of the playground extend upwards, but I thought that would be way too big. And I didn't want this build to be that big. I just wanted it to be like a normal sized restaurant. And in the end, I do still think it was too big to be the kind of restaurant I wanted it to be. But I had to extend the size to add some bathrooms and the playground area because the little section I had planned before starting to build this, it wasn't enough. Because as you will see, soon, the items that I placed in the area that were supposed to be the playground, they were way too big. So yeah, I had to extend and make the build bigger than what it was supposed to be. But yeah, here we are decorating the entrance, and the entrance was pretty hard for me to decorate because I didn't know what to put, and the stairs looked sort of odd to me being connected with a circular foundation. But in the end, I decided to just put some yellow flowers to sort of make it prettier and some columns with more flowers on them so that they can welcome you into the restaurant. This area here where I'm adding the windows is the playground area, and as you can see, the item I was going to place took up almost the entire room, and I still wanted to add a ball pit to it, so it would have been way too crowded and I wouldn't even be able to add the ball pit. So I extended it so that we can have the toddler slides and the ball pit and also a little area for your parents to eat. Because in Burger King or McDonald's, when you have the slide area, there's always a bit of tables so that the guardians can sit there, or if you have birthday parties. So having the birthday party in mind and the very toddler kid-like atmosphere of this restaurant, I decided to put some decorations along the wall with some balloons so that your Sims can have a birthday party here if they wanted to, because that's something people actually do in real life. They sometimes have birthday parties in fast food restaurants. So yeah, if you want to, that's a possibility here. You already have the decorations set up. You can change them, of course. And if you decide to host a birthday party here or something else, you have the entertainment, which would be the slides. So yeah, you don't have to worry about your Sims getting bored on their birthday because they will have a ball pit and a slide and probably a bunch of friends to enjoy it with and a good meal. So here I was doing a menu because I wanted to do the sort of menu people read from on fast foods. I wanted to extend it and make it cover almost the entire wall, but I wasn't able to because I didn't know what other things to put that looked right, and I didn't want to duplicate the items I had already used. I also used a coffee machine, I think, as a soda machine, because in some fast foods you have these soda machines outside and you have free refills, so that's meant to simulate the soda machines. And this is the kitchen. Your Sims won't really be going back here, but I still included it because of realism. Now at this point, the build was nearly finished. It was already decorated, the tables were already placed, and I realized I still hadn't incorporated some bathrooms into the build. Now originally I would have had them be a lot of stalls like you have in fast foods or malls, but I didn't want to make this build even bigger than I already had to change it to. So I decided to just have two bathrooms, and one's for female, one's for male, but they're together. So some bathrooms sometimes share the same corridor, so I decided to take that idea and put it into the restaurant to save space. However, if you don't want a gender specific bathroom, you can definitely change the door. There's no problem with that. But yeah, I decided to have them separated but in the same corridor, and they share the same things, because if I had added the stalls, the build would have gotten way much bigger than it already was. So yeah, I think this was a nice compromise to still have two bathroom stalls in case your Sims need to go to the bathroom. So yeah, you have two bathrooms you can use. You have a playground area, and here you can see the mascots I was talking about. They're from the Get Famous expansion pack, and I just sized them up or sized them down how it was fitting. I also added a parking area with some of the debug items. I think these were added in the recent patch where they unlocked the new items. So I'm pretty sure those are from there. If they're not, I'm sorry, I thought they were. And I also added some lights to light up the parking lot in case you want to come here at night, so your Sims know that they're parking correctly and that they can walk through the entrance and not trip over anything. And over here, I'm doing the logo to the restaurant. It's both in the front and in the back, and it has the mascots. So the mascots are part of the logo, they're part of the restaurant, so that's why you'll see them around a bit. I'm pretty sure they're in the front of the restaurant, in the back of the restaurant because the logo is in there as well, and in the inside in the playground area I also placed the mascots because, well, they're part of the restaurant, and some restaurants do have a mascot. So yeah, this one has one, and they're meant to be childlike, so that's why they are cartoonish and pastel colors, because they're meant to be for your children. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I'll have some screenshots up of the build. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for visiting. Bye!